Yes, good morning everyone and welcome to this morning's session. My name's Laura Monaghan and I'm the EMEA Partner GTM Manager for Azure SMB for Belgium, Austria and Ireland. And today we're going to look at Partner Marketing Centre and Digital Marketing Content on Demand, which are marketing resources available to our partners from Microsoft. So the two things that you see here covered. Just wanted to quickly share this slide so that you can see essentially these resources are available to all of our partners. So whether you have the solution designation or not, you will be able to find these at the links that I share with you today. So what is DMC and PMC? So essentially at Microsoft for a number of different topics. So in the Azure area, for example, we have a Windows Server and SQL server migration campaign. So for a number of different topics like that, we can create a bit of materials. And each campaign in a box will include a number of different things that are through partner marketing deliverables and to partner assets from an indirect channel perspective. The two partner marketing deliverables are content that you can use to run campaigns towards customers around a specific topic, and then also provide your sales teams with first information to lead the sales conversation. So in most BOMs, there's a pitch deck, and then there's a combination of infographics, social images, dated images, thought leadership content, ebooks, and then campaigns and social texts to post and promote the key asset of the campaign out to customers. So each campaign will have a key asset that is either an ebook or a white paper or something similar. So these campaign in a box are then available to you in Partner Marketing Centre or in Digital Marketing Content on Demand. And I'll go through each of those in today's calls and just give you a quick demo of them. I do have a slide on each where you'll find the links to each of them. But essentially the biggest difference is that in Partner Marketing Centre, you simply download the content and you can customize it as much as possible, or you can just copy and paste some of the text from those assets over to your own bill of materials that you might be creating, or use it as input for some white papers you're writing yourself. In Digital Marketing Content on Demand, there's less opportunity to customize those assets. So there will be a number of social posts that you can customize, but they will point to an ebook, which with the ebook, really all you customize is adding your branding. So again, I'll make sure you guys get this deck. Here's the link for Partner Marketing Centre. There is a central link. I always go to the solution area partner marketing campaigns because there the campaigns are categorized per solution area, and I personally find that easier to navigate. So I just wanted to include that link there. And then here's the one for DMC. And I've also included one slide on office hours for DMC for the first Thursday of each month. So if you are using DMC and you have any questions, bring them there. You'll get them all answered. The team are very, very capable and very, very helpful. So that's available to all of you if you are having any challenges with some of the functionality. So with that, I'll start with PMC. So essentially, if you have a marketing team or you have content writers, then PMC is probably the best resource for you because you have the resources to create your own content. So this is, I'll just go back one actually. This is the link I just mentioned. So the solution area, partner marketing content. So here you have a couple of other categories like SMB campaigns and partner marketing tool guide. And then the other, all campaigns, the SMB ones will be included then also in the solution area categories. There are a couple that are tagged as SMB, but again, if you're running your campaign, I'd suggest you go into the solution area so you can really see the full extent of campaigns that are available. And even if the content is not always really specific SMB, you may still be able to use some of the messaging. So in many cases, the business cases and business challenges are the same, and it's really just the customer case studies that are not segment specific. So I'm going to go into the most recently released campaign, which is the Migrate and Secure Windows Server and SQL Server SMB campaign, and just take you through what that kind of bill of materials looks like. So as it starts to load here, I'll just show there's 22 assets in this campaign. So there's 2 pages available. The first thing that's available in most campaigns is actually the campaign execution guide. And I'll just show you what that looks like. So it kind of firstly goes through where it's available. It's available both in PMC and DMC, just to be varying, slight variances in the assets that are available. It gives you a high-level content table of contents, and then goes into the high-level message. So you can really briefly take a look to see, is this the kind of messaging that you want to bring to your customers? So when you're going through the campaigns, you can very quickly get insight into what the message is and if this is the right content to be looking at for the specific campaign you want to go to market with. And then it will go into the demand gen campaign overview. And then, so there's a couple of slides that I find particularly useful. This one is just the messaging framework, so where the messaging starts and where it goes to throughout the campaign. And then I find this a really nice flow of how you should use each of the assets that are available within the campaign. So for promotion through to acquisition, consideration, and decision. So you can see here always what the asset is. So this is an email to promote the ebook. This is the ebook itself. It can be gated. This is the sign up page for the ebook. So essentially there's one ebook in this campaign and everything else is kind of based around promoting it. So there'll be a number of social ads to promote the ebook. And then I believe in the next page and this page here, you have the nurture emails to promote the ebook. So everything is really based around getting that specific asset out to your resources. So if you click on any of the assets, the ebook, for example, it will basically open it, download it to your laptop, and you can customize it from there. The other thing to mention is that we do have some resources localized, so you can always check what language they're available in this tab as well. So then let's take a quick look at the digital marketing content on demand platform. So this is both the content for the campaigns, but also it's a platform to actually start promoting out those campaigns and managing the campaign automatically. When you come into DMC, you can see all the campaigns that are running, and then you can click on the solution area again to see what campaigns are available, and you can click into any of these categories to see what's available. So if we go back to Azure, in my area of expertise, you can see there's a full list of campaigns here available for delivery. If you're looking for something specific in Dutch, then it'll filter it down to the ones that are localized. I'm going to go back because I won't understand it if it's in Dutch. So most recently, to call out, we've released a new Migrate and Secure Windows Server and SQL SMB campaign. There's also an enterprise version, and also new is the Era of AI campaign. Now, this is a demo account, so there's a number of campaigns in progress, but when you sign into DMC, you'll see here also at the top which of the campaigns that you currently have ongoing and in market. So you can run multiple campaigns at the same time and make sure that they're posting on different days of the week. So if you want to run a campaign, you simply click on it and click on View Campaign, and it gives you a full overview of week by week what is being promoted out to your channel. And then it'll show you where you are in the campaign. So there's 4 weeks of this campaign completed, and we're now in week 5. If you click into each of these, you will see content for you. So this is your pitch decks, your battle cards, so the content that you share with your sales teams to be able to have conversations with their customers around the same topic. So any leads that come out of the campaign, they will have the right messaging that aligns with the campaign messaging as well. And then you have content to share, so infographic, gated ebook, an email, and another infographic. So there's a lot of content to share in the first week of this campaign, and there you can co-brand these assets by adding your logo to them. The other thing to highlight is you can also add new content. So if you have created a piece of content that really aligns the messaging of the campaign, you can also add it to any week. So where you see it fits best within the messaging, and you can simply click on this button and upload new titles and add which days you want to post it and what's the message you'd like to have it posted with. So we'll just click into one of these. When you're going through the campaign before you start releasing it, you might want to take a look at the content. So every time you click into something, there will be a link where you can have a look at the content itself, and then you can choose which channel you want to post it through, and within that channel, which is the account that you want to actually use. So you'll have to do that piece of setup at the beginning before you run any campaigns, is looping in the accounts that you want to use for each of the channels you want to use. You definitely don't need to use all of them. You can modify this message, which is the post that will go out on the channel that you choose, and then you can modify the date within a specific frame. So if there are other assets that need to go out after this asset, you'll be limited in posting it up to that specific date. So that's the campaign itself. If you go back to the solution area, you have a nice overview here actually of the different solution areas that are available that you'll be able to find content for. So a number of pieces of content also around modern work, security. I believe there's some new content on Copilot, M365. And there are some industry campaigns, D365, etc. So a lot of content available for you in there. On the overview page, then this is where you, let me do this, I'll go this way. This is where you can see what you actually have ongoing at the moment. So any date that has a blue rim around it means there is content being posted on that day. So for example, there's one piece, there's two pieces, and on the 29th, there's 4 pieces. And you can see then per month how much you have going on. Now, these don't necessarily, they're not all necessarily going out through the one LinkedIn channel. So there could be 4 pieces of content going out through 4 different profiles on LinkedIn if you have 4 different specialists looped in. So you can add the LinkedIn profile of one of your specialists and have it post to theirs. When you click on this, then you see the list of what is going out, and you can cancel or actually just click into it and edit it. So you can also move from within here the date that you want it to be posted on. So if there is too much going on one day, you might choose to actually move some of those. And the other thing that you see here is just, this is a high level kind of analytics of how customers are engaging with your content, but there is also an analytics or reporting tab where, again, there's not a ton of content here because it's all demo accounts and the content's not really being posted. But you can, across the channels, click into the channels you're using and see how the assets are performing. You can be specific to a specific campaign if you want to filter down into one campaign, and then what is the type of data that you're looking for and the time frame. So there'll be a full set of analytics here on how the campaign is running. This one's for the social posts, and then you have another tab for the emails and how they are performing. The last thing I want to really show you around DMC is then the network. So here it is, you can see which accounts are connected in for each of the channels. So you will within here be able to connect in multiple LinkedIn accounts. So as you're going through the campaign and you're clicking for it to release out through LinkedIn, you'll be able to pick if you have either your company LinkedIn or you have a couple of employees from within the organization who would like posts out through their LinkedIn, you'll be able to pick the right account to do so. And the same goes for each of the other channels. Also, you're able to add which emails the post should come from if you're doing an email campaign. And then also the microsite piece is where you will link in, create your microsite for the campaign. So obviously the gated assets need to be hosted somewhere. So every campaign, that piece of setup will need to be done. But really the setup is quite minimal. There we go. There's the edit button. That's what I was missing. The setup is quite minimal. So it's very easy to come in and you can spend a couple of hours getting the setup done and then you're ready to go. And the last thing to mention is everything I showed you around the campaign today. You can set it up to release automatically, or you can set it up to be a manual campaign. So for example, if we look at the era of AI, if you set it up automatically, to run automatically, then the content will post as you see here. So in week 1, all of this will go out on the days that are listed here. So you can let it run. And if you don't have many marketing resources, this is a great way to keep your channels active within social media with relevant content to your audience. So this will run without you doing anything. If you click for it to be manual, then you can use all of this and just set, actually pick things to not be pushed out and add things to the campaign and also set different dates and times for the posts to go out. So it's down to you how manual you want to make the process or how automatic. The way I really look at DMC is particularly if you have a marketing department, it might be a good resource when you're between campaigns to make sure that your social channels are still active. If you don't have a marketing department, then it's a great way for you to have content out there that's relevant for your business. I would always encourage you to add some of your own content so that the customer is really seeing your unique value proposition alongside some of the more generic content that's available online. But yeah, a very good campaign filler. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the 2 demos. I hope there is something within Partner Marketing Center or digital marketing content on demand that you may find useful for your business. If you start exploring them and you have any questions, here's how you get connected with myself. So reach out through any of the channels you see here, and I'm more than happy to go through any of your questions, or alternatively, you can also join the DMC office hours. But feel free to reach out if you have any questions on this or any of the other Azure programs from an SMB perspective. And then otherwise, thank you very much for joining the session this morning, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.